Hallo, Hallöchen Leute, willkommen wieder zurück zu Honkai Star Rail. Wir sind im letzten Part in ein Flashback eingetaucht mit Misha und wir müssen jetzt ein kleines...
Do you remember? You said you obtained a mysterious shard when you
Hey, the shape seems to match. So this shard is...
Looks like we're just one step from revealing the truth.
Na gut, dann wird es Zeit, das Puzzle hier zu lösen. Wo passt denn der hin? Ach, da. Gut. Der passt dann hierher. Ja, sehr gut. Der passt dann hierher. Wenn wir das richtig drehen. Sehr gut. Der muss auch noch gedreht werden.
So that's how it works.
Easy. Ja, genau. Das hätten wir dann erledigt.
This is it. This, while I spent my time waiting for Grandpa to return from his voyage, Walter gave me this workshop. Here, I learned how to repair clockwork and gears, out of my fondness of precision mechanics. In my dreams, I was the captain of... I was born...
So, this building in the dream...
Yes, but not this dream bubble itself.
Looks...
Wait. Why does it feel like everyone else knows
Ja, du bist der Einzige ohne Ahnung hier. Ich weiß leider auch nichts.
March, do you remember when she mentioned the clocky?
Yeah, the little guy here, right? But we all saw him in Dreamflux Reef, right? And Mr. Yang even greeted him.
Hat nur so getan, als ob.
Looks like everyone in the Astral Express has a childlike spirit.
The answer lies in the Astral Express. Her experience shows that neither Firefly and when we were in Dreamflux Reef, you may have noticed that for some reason, nobody outside of the crew...
Ja, das ist mir auch aufgefallen.
A
Eigentlich nicht.
nomadic life that can only be seen by a select few. It's just like a hidden message left by...
But Misha can see Clocky too, right? They even grew up together. But Misha hasn't started the way of the Trailblaze yet.
That's the key to the mystery, March. Now, take a look. Have you ever seen anyone outside of the crew in...
Wait. That's the answer, March 7th. This dream bubble is the place where I was born. I should have stayed here and waited for you. But when reality and memories merged, I unconscious... So it's not that the Watchmaker's dream bubble is empty, but... And the whistle you heard was the sound of the Express...
That's one way to see it, but I believe there's a longer story behind... How about we start with your name? Now should we call you?
Thank you all for helping me rediscover my true self. Now, I was born on Lushaka, in the Presmere system, adopted by seafarers Mikhail and Char. Mikhail Char Legwork, or simply Misha. If you prefer, you can call me by a more familiar name. So, you're the Watchmaker Unfortunately, that legend. As for the child who has been with you, he's the innocent protagonist of Misha's childhood dream. And this also marks the beginning of his journey.
At the end of the journey, I left this little flame, which I so cherished, in my deepest dreams. However, he somehow left the dream bubble and forgot all about his task. I apologize for...
Because he was born with a desire to trailblaze, wasn't he? I don't think Misha has forgotten his role as a guide. He remembered it, and that's why he mistakenly appeared as a hotel doorman. The one who brought our unconscious friend here must have been Misha. If that's the case, we encountered the Watchmaker's legacy from the beginning.
Well, I have a sarcastic friend who says I always take big detours and end up back where I started. But in the end, you found me. I'm sure you're all wondering what my legacy is. I believe my hound has mentioned, if I may apologize, the stellar part is real. I left my homeland as a child and embarked on the journey of Trailblaze. I traveled to various planets until finally reaching Asdana, where my friends and I built the original Penacony. I've been moving forward all my life, doing what I could to overcome the obstacles in my path. So, if you ask what's left within this worn-out train engine that can be called a legacy, now that you're well aware of the current situation of Penacony, I certainly hope that you'll help me get this world back on track. But I'll leave that decision to you. For the path of all I have for you is a story and 2 gifts. I want to give you my pocket watch. It has accompanied me throughout my long journey, and my hat too. The one who navigated for me placed it on my head and planted a fanciful thought in my mind. Now, it's time for you to make your choice. Once you've made up your mind, open that door. I'll be waiting for you at the end of this corridor of time.
All right, everyone. Let's make a decision. Although I don't think anyone will have any objections.
Ich wähle den Traiblaze aus. Ich möchte das vernichtet sehen. Ich bin dagegen. Oh Gott, jetzt wird die komplett.
Stop joking at a moment like this. We've come this far.
In that case, the vote stands, and then let's proceed together to the end of this stream. And tell me.
Na gut. Dann gehen wir hin. Beziehungsweise, ist hier noch was für uns? Nee. Dann gehen wir wieder weiter. Und teilen ihm unsere Entscheidung mit.
Mikhail, where are you going?
Someone has to step up and save Lushaka.
Please don't go. And if you must, please take me.
Even without me, you know how to proceed forward, brave Captain Misha. The compass. Now go, board that train, and start your journey.
Where are you going, Mikhail?
I'm going to clean the floor in the parlor car. I've promised the conductor.
Wait, first tell me, did you fix this watch?
Yeah.
I know what it looked like before. Its chain was broken, the back case torn, and the marks on the dial all worn out. How did you manage to fix it?
Well, it's hard to explain. It's the hands, Mr. Amundsen. Its hands were intact and pointing in the right direction, so I knew there would be a way to fix the right...
I see. You'll work with me from now on. Haven't you always wanted to tinker with this train? You're...
But I only know how to fix watch...
Don't worry. You've got what it takes.
Where are you going, legwork? It's time to head to our next stop. I'm still... I see. This plague... The people of Asdana have only achieved a tiny victory, and still have a long way to go towards... Don't worry. Not all journeys lead to the stars. Even if I leave the Express. Yeah. I knew you wouldn't stay on the Express forever. This is Mr. Amundsen's hat. When he departed, he said he would leave it to his best student. Farewell, legwork. Take care of Tiernan and Rosalina.
Don't worry, Micah. Just going on a little... Someone has to be at the forefront of the interstellar frontier, and I'm the only former nameless in Penacony.
Because you're all we have! Have you forgotten about Tiernan? The cosmos is way more dangerous now.
But what will happen to Penacony if we don't find a way out? Ah, Tiernan. How could I ever forget him? I've spent countless sleepless nights asking... We Nameless won't stop. Don't worry, Micah. It's just a matter of getting back to my old profession. Just wait for me to come back. If I don't come back in one piece, then you'll become...
Where are you going, old man?
Oh, you're here.
Oh, so traf er also auf Gallagher.
Answer my question. What are...
Relax, Gallagher. I just came up with a great idea.
Oh, come on. Aren't all your ideas just ways to get yourself killed? If you die too, the secret of the Stellaron...
Yes. I'm afraid there's no way out in Penacony, so I'll have to consider alternative. We'll organize a festival using the Watchmaker's legacy as a facade and send invitations to the entire cosmos.
So...
Desperate. Don't we have you here, my friend? This task is challenging. Make sure to send an invitation to the...
Misha! Where are you going?
Oh, it's you, Clocky. Take me to Dreamflower. Last night, I had a long dream about the day we...
Write it down? Why?
Oh, so I won't forget it.
Of course! You told me that when you were a kid, you lived in a room full of clocks. Those wall clocks and pocket watch...
Yes, but what I didn't mention, I was a kid. And there was always a special pocket watch in my memories. I wanted to have a pocket watch like that too.
Yeah. Every night.
But you know what? It wasn't until the day my grandma gave it to me. It was a compass. So, your name should, and the Watchmaker is just...
We've arrived at Dreamflux Reef. So, where to next?
You know, Clocky, I don't think I'll be going anywhere else.
Verdammt. Oh, da ist also der, den wir suchen. Der Uhrmacher. Da ist er also. Im Mondschein ausruhen? Ah, der Platz ist leer. Okay, gut, dann setzen wir uns mal auf den Drehstuhl.
I've traveled far enough. It's time for a little break.
Oh. So, we'll set out again.
No, I'll stay here.
Boah,
And then
krass.
This is...
This is... where it ends? What do you mean, Misha? You told me that the trailblazing expedition would...
Yeah, that's what I said. So now, it's up to you to decide your next destination.
My next destination? What's that supposed to be, Misha? You're acting weird today. If you're feeling down...
No, I'm not feeling down. As for clockwork, yeah, it resolves all problems in this dream. So, do you know what clockwork actually is? Well, everyone gets lost at times. They may hesitate and doubt which way to go. That happens in this dreamscape, but don't worry. Everyone goes through moments of uncertainty and hesitation. Whether it's calming, happy, angry, or sad. All they need is a little nudge to take that step toward where they truly belong. I'm leaving that little nudge with you, and I hope you'll share it with others. Such is the essence of clockwork, the will of the Trailblaze. Clocky's hands spin around non-stop, indicating confusion, frustration, and weakness. But ultimately, people still need to move forward.
Just like your hands, always pointing ahead. This is where my journey ends. From now on, it is your path to walk.
Trailblazing means taking paths your predecessors forswore and venturing even further. The Penacony in Mikhail's dreams does not belong to Order.
Was war denn das
I
gerade?
can't believe that Eon would cast a glance at Penacony at a time like this. Is it because of the resonance from the legacy of the Trailblaze? Or perhaps the bond between...
Well, there might be another possibility. Perhaps they want to witness, on behalf of the fallen Eons, who will hold the future of Penacony.
If that's the case, on behalf of the Dream Master of Penacony and the 107,336 members of the Oak Family, I'm cordially inviting you all to the Penacony Grand Theater to participate in the upcoming Charmony Festival. And, of course, you won't be in the audience, but on center, since the future of the Stellaron, Penacony, and even the entire cosmos is at stake. Let's draw a conclusion. If you truly believe in Akavili's path, then show me their courage and determination.
Okay, dann sind die Verhandlungen wohl da vorbei. Mr. Dormer. Gut. Gut, dann reden wir mal mit den anderen mal.
Does that mean he wants to fight us during the Charmony Festival?
Wahrscheinlich.
So,
This is weird. Aren't Arc villains usually plotting some dirty conspiracy in the end? But he
well, in my opinion, Sunday is deeply committed to his own philosophy, and genuinely I sensed a strong conviction and a desire for dominance in him. Maybe he won't accept the outcome unless that's why he'll give it his all in the upcoming battle.
Wir werden uns auch nicht zurücknehmen. Er wirkt so ehrlich und aufrichtig. Wir haben alle große Sprüche geklappt. Jetzt müssen wir zeigen, was dahinter steckt. Aber er wirkt echt.
Are you backing out now? We've even dealt with a Lord Ravager of the Destruction. So a follow.
Anyway, we can't leave the Stellaron unchecked. This is about trailblazing a bright future for Penacony and fulfilling Mikhail. Now that we've taken up the mantle, we can't afford to fail them.
However, the same applies to the Order. Their plan didn't materialize overnight. A desire to dream, to slumber and escape reality. They've harnessed the will of an entire planet to create an Eon. This confrontation is far...
What do you mean? Are you not coming with us?
I believe Firefly is trying to say that she's heading off to another battle.
Hey, du kannst doch jetzt nicht kneifen.
Before I left, the Destiny Slave told me that this journey would bring unforgettable rewards. Even though the script he gave me only had a few lines, I couldn't ignore them. Because one of the lines said, I'll experience death 3 times in the land of the dreams.
3 times? This can't be serious.
The first time was a painful death when I was stabbed by the Blade of Dormancy, which led to all subsequent events. So now I've understood the meaning of my second death. And I am prepared to face it. Only by achieving victory in this battle can we secure a future for Penacony. And only then, my third and final death.
The most terrible form?
The true death, where everyone in Penacony loses themselves.
We must do everything we can to prevent that.
Have you made up your mind, Fire?
Yes. Otherwise, I wouldn't.
Thank you again for your assistance for the Astral Express. May we meet again, in reality.
Yeah. Farewell, everyone. May your trailblazing expedition never end.
I dreamed of a scorched earth.
Everyone, are you ready?
A new shoot sprouted from the earth. It bloomed in the morning sun and whispered to me. Like fireflies to a flame, life begets death. May we meet again in reality.
Coole Cutscene.
After today, Japella's name will disappear from cosmic history, and the Everflame Mansion will take its place. That's your next stop.
Land of the dreams.
I hope you find whatever you seek there.
You mean my 3 deaths?
Silverwolf told me about it. It's such a...
Well, I want to live. I'm never afraid of death. People die. And I am no exception. We have to choose when we want to rest forever.
Do you exist just to perish?
Are you not the same, Blade? The end you desire is not one dictated by others. If I were to die now, I would only be a weapon. Though its definition escapes me, isn't this the answer that ordinary people look for their whole lives? A name that can be carved on the tombstone that belongs to me once bore the inscription, Glamoth's Iron Cavalry. Then it changed to Stellaron Hunter. It will bear the name Firefly. And all the brilliance she showed at the end of her life.
That's quite unexpected, old man. Who would have thought your crazy plan would actually work? Do all you... I can sense that this false sweet dream is coming to an end. The Nameless may be young, but they had the ability to achieve this goal. Just a shame you won't be able to see it firsthand. Maybe I won't either. Yeah, not just those Nameless. Even Mr. Wings is just like you. Stubborn, won't listen or give up, no matter what. Well, but in the end, we managed to do it. And now we can find solace. Remember how those... Well, I don't know if they really meant it, but... If long... Then I'll be joining you soon, you old fool. Let's get together and have supper again in hell. Oh, almost. Here's to you. A glass of hello and goodbye, Trailblazer. To the imperfect.
It's warm here, isn't it? You're lucky to have found shelter from...
I was just following the scent of life. It's particularly... It's a shame these berries don't have much...
Seriously? In case you didn't... It becomes extremely... Have you lost your...
I can still taste certain things. Before coming here, I stopped by a place called Orkron. It had barren cliffs and nights lit by bonfires. Burgundy snow would fall from the sky, and the flavor wasn't exactly sweet, but it left a lasting impression. When I think back on my past, I realize that... Well, don't worry about it. Losing oneself is a reality that every self-annihilator must face.
Well, congratulations on that. By the way...
No, I had a companion in Orkron. She's a short, nameless girl who aspired to explore IX. She always said she'd walk a path.
Quite an...
She... became...
Well...
Condolences. I don't need them. The girl left with a smile. She never regretted her choice and most definitely won.
That's proof that you're grieving for...
Or perhaps I'm just afraid.
Afraid? I rarely sense that.
I'm afraid I'll forget the 30 days I spent with her. Just like all the other days in my life. Most of them have already washed away. I fear that those vivid red memories will fade away too. There isn't much color left. And besides this faint, warm red...
Hard to imagine. A ranger accustomed to bloodshed, destruction, and chaos finding warmth in red color.
Because I have experienced this warmth many times. Long ago, I promised someone that I'd bring it to more people. And that forever, as long as this red color still lingers, I have a chance to fulfill that promise. It represents a burning fire. In the end, it will lead me beyond the horizon.
The one blessed by the sleeping and shapeless. But you're right about one thing. After spending so much time near this stagnant water.
When will this rain?
Perhaps when the sorrows of the
4 Systemstunden bis zum Hominiefest.
Have you heard of a planet named Biari Scamandros, Don Hung? It's one of the paradises under the influence of the Harmony. A sought-after half an amber era ago, the family held an unprecedented festival there. And after...
Do you think the same thing will happen on Penacony?
Yes. Or how else can we explain it? The family deliberately used...
Because of the nihility, I'm rarely affected by the power of other paths. But somehow I can unconsciously infiltrate them. Maybe...
I would disagree. Biari Scamandros is not part of the credit system or connected to the Silver Rail. It's nothing more than a... If the family messes with Penacony, that would be like declaring war on almost half of the factions in the cosmos.
No, they don't.
What do you mean?
The path in Penacony is impure.
Do you remember the ancient swarm disaster? Tazerond, the propagation, brought end. 2 paths lost their eons in that war. The propagation and the order.
Shipe, the Harmony. Legend has it that they participated in the crusade against the Imperator Insectorum.
Holy forgaroni. So you're saying that the 2 leaderless paths...
But I don't see any descendants of the propagation in Penacony. Could it be that the remnants of Beyond the Sky Choir are...
I can't say for sure, but they're definitely planning something for the Charmony Festival.
Well, this is getting way too complicated. Is this why you want us to leave?
The Charmony Festival will start soon. There's one thing that I need to confirm.
Time. I have another plan.
Und der wäre?
Hold on. Are you thinking of using the Jade?
Exactly. The assistance from the Lawfu Cloud Knights would...
Think it over carefully.
I have considered it thoroughly. My companions are...
Oh. Das heißt, wir sehen ein paar Wolkenritter. Geil. 3 Systemstunden bis zum Hominiefest im großen Theater von Penacony.
Are you the only one here, my child? The Nameless is quite the diplomat. Our secrets have spread like wildfire within the family. And this is a crucial moment for us. So, where is the Chosen?
What do you mean? I'm right here in front of you, aren't I?
You know, she was supposed to be the star of the Charmony Festival.
But the plan has changed. As her brother, I know she doesn't want to sing for the Order. So I'll take her place.
You've always been wise beyond your years. I'm sure you understand the consequences of your choice.
If you consider this a betrayal, well, there can't be 2 suns in the sky. I'll step up and take down.
Do you believe?
if karma exists, then everyone has their own karma. You have yours, and I have mine. And my karma has nothing to do with you.
All right. Since you're willing to sacrifice yourself for her, I'll grant your wish.
Well, the compromise came sooner than it...
You and your sister were born as twins of the Order. Of course. The opening is near. Go, my child. Seize the power of the harmony.
I have one final question, Master. Why did you choose to bring the Order to Penacony? Wouldn't it have been better to choose a desperate world instead of a city filled with hope and dreams?
What? It's for justice, my child. If we lose justice in our hearts, we'll make the same mistake.
So, it's not you who manipulates the dreamscape with the Stellaron, but...
Well, that's where our conversation ends. Go ahead. The 107,003...
Der ist gestorben.
I shall ascend to the heavens. Be bathed in my light. My people shall flourish, while all evil shall be eradicated.
Okay, Soundtrack dreht
This is
durch.
the interior of...
It's quite exhilarating to be flushed into the air by Soulglad. But...
And not only that, the entire theater is...
Kommt viel zu spät. Sieht aus, als wäre das Harmoniefest ein Flop an den Verkaufskassen gewesen.
Yeah, I wonder how many tickets... Hey, that's not...
Let's explore around.
Ja gut, Leute, aber wir sehen uns dann im nächsten Part hier weiter um. Ich sag dann erstmal bis dann und ciao.